Hi, this is Brian Shepard from MrTopStep.com. It's Monday, it's November 29th. The overnight high in the S&P was 1193 and some change after previous settlement of 1183.20, I believe it was. What we saw there is, again, another example of a 10-handle move. On the opening of the regular trading hours, we opened up after sharply higher prices overnight. The gains were lost, and we opened up at 1182 area. We proceeded to test the downside support area, minor support, and put in a new low at 1178 area. We popped up and we went up, and we could not get through the opening range previous settle area of 83.20. So with that in mind, the market got a little slippery. We lost any kind of footing it had, and basically all this downside pressure is the continuation of the European crisis, contagion type fear going on. Although the Irish received a bailout and made some news, and thus the strength overnight. And then by this morning, people, traders were concerned with what's going to happen with Portugal and Spain. So with this in mind, we lost the footing. We went down and tested last week's low was 1175, and the 2-week low, month low, was 1171 even, which was tested, but we made a low of 1172 and some change, which again was another example of a 10-handle move from previous settlement down to the regular trading hours daily low. We've since caught a little bit of a bid, probably more short covering than anything. At this point, the market was trading pretty much in the middle of the day's range in the 1176, 1177, 1178 area, 1175. Really nothing going on at this point to talk about there. It's really tough with all these, currents, undercurrents going through the market, the macro stuff. The technicals are seemingly holding up, at least on the first, test. And, going forward, looking into the balance of the week, we do have month end, which is generally supportive of the market, but the last couple of expirations, they didn't have or month ends, I'm sorry, the month end, we didn't really have that feeling in the market. Today we do have a lot of people talking about what's going to win out. The Santa Claus rally setting up for that next leg up, and or some other test to the downside. We can point out Top Notch has a level of 1166 area for his weekly fib, and below that we've always we pointed this out in the past. I believe 1161 to 1163 would be a pretty good downside support number. On the upside, that 87 to 93 is always something to deal with. So there's a band of resistance there. To get through that, we're going to have some pretty decent news coming from somewhere, I think, with all this overhang of the fear factor. We look forward to updating you next week. And just as a side note, we're going through some transition, and we will have we hope to soon be on the regular format with Mr. Top Step updates, and you can always follow us at MrTopStep.com and on Twitter at MrTopStep. So we look forward to seeing you and keeping you updated. The rest of the week has some interesting economic releases, and maybe that's the news that might help us to get out of here. Okay, talk to you next tomorrow. Bye.